Hey, it's Casey here from Yukon Unguided. Today we're going to be going over exactly what tools and knives that you should put in your kill kit when you're backpack hunting, specifically for mountain hunts whenever weight is more of an issue. We're out here hunting spring bear on this trip, but because of how lightweight this setup is, it has great applications for other types of backpack hunts. The first item that we're going to go over in the kill kit is the Gerber EXO Mod knife series. I love this system because it clips together with these 3 sheaths, and they can easily be removed if you only want to take 1 or 2 of these tools with you. But if you're on a big multi-day trip, it's great to have all 3 of them together, and keeping them clipped together will keep them nice and organized. So the smallest knife in this EXO Mod series is the Gerber Caper knife. So this one is great for removing the hide. It's nice and small, it's a fixed blade knife, it's very lightweight and comfortable, and it keeps its edge very well. When you're removing the hide from an animal, this is exactly the tool that you'll want for that job. The next knife in this series is the drop point knife. This is also a plain edge knife, it's fixed blade and very lightweight, just like the caper knife. However, this one is a little bit more robust. It's great for deboning, removing some of your bigger quarters and doing some of your larger cuts, or for an all-around utility knife that you want to keep strapped to your belt around camp. So the last tool here in our EXO Mod series is the Gerber bone saw. This is a very ultralight saw that can be a great tool for people who like to keep the bones in on their ribs, or for people that like to saw through the pelvis in order to get their guts out when they're butchering a big game animal. It can also be a really great tool for around camp for people that are running stoves in the backcountry, as it easily cuts through any small twigs or pieces of wood that you can feed into your stove. So the next item in our series is the Randy Newberg Exchangeable Blade System, or EBS. This is a really great setup because for people that are truly ultralighting, this is all that you need to carry in the mountains for true mountain hunts. You have 3 separate knives in here that can be used for deboning, for caping the animal, and for utility purposes. And what I love most about this setup is how safe it is to exchange the blades. I've used a lot of other exchangeable blade systems over the years, a lot of them that are very risky whenever you go ahead and change the blades. This one is so easy to use that you can go ahead and just change the blades with a nice set of gloves on rather than having to use a Leatherman. So the first of these 3 blades is our drop point knife. This is going to be the biggest blade in this series, and it's great for doing some of our bigger cuts, like removing the quarters, for example, or doing any deboning. The second knife here is our serrated knife that's great for caping or removing the hide of the animal. And lastly, we have our smaller utility knife. This is an excellent knife for any work that you're doing around camp, and can also be great just in case you dull your other blades and have more butchering to do. So if you're doing a true mountain hunt and you have this set up, this is all you really need with these 3 blades. But if you go ahead and carry your sharpener as well, then you know that no matter how much butchering you do, if your sheep hunt turns into a moose hunt, for example, you're still going to have enough tools to get the job done. So the next item in our kit here is the Scent Away field wipes. These are great if you've been in the bush for a few days and your body odor is starting to get a little bit bad. You just want to take them, give yourself a quick wipe, and they can be useful, especially for bow hunters or people that want to get within a little bit closer range to the animal. The next item in our kit is something that you're always going to want to carry with you in the mountains, just some very simple paracord. It can be great if you're trying to hang quarters from a tree, and for a lot of other purposes around camp or even building an emergency shelter. Last year we had to use these because we were butchering a black bear in some pretty steep terrain, and we were able to keep the animal up rather than rolling down the slope so we could do our butchering more effectively. So the next item that we have here is antimicrobial game bags. These are great for when the butchering is done and you just need to go ahead and make sure that you're keeping the animal cool, clean, and dry and reducing any bacteria from getting on the meat. You can go ahead and stuff your quarters and all of your other meat into these bags, and it's going to prolong the shelf life of your meat while you're in the field. We also like to carry a simple garbage bag in our kit. These are great because you can use them as a tarp to lay your meat on top of when you're done butchering, or just for other general purposes around camp. So the great thing about this ultralight kill kit setup is that it fits very nicely into this Mystery Ranch Zoid bag, which conveniently fits into the side pocket of our Cabela's 70-liter VersaHunt frame pack. After putting this bag through its paces, I can honestly say it's one of the most comfortable frame packs that's out there. It's durable, it's fairly lightweight, and it's got lots of room to store your gear for single day or multi-day trips. If you're someone who wants to get into mountain hunting and looking for the right setup, this bag is a great choice. Great thing with going through Cabela's is that even for us northerners living all the way here in the Yukon, all these items can be shipped right to your doorstep.